Is it time to get on TikTok yet? I think it just might be.
Have you hit a wall when it comes to growing your interior design business? Then welcome to Wingnut Social, the podcast specifically designed to accelerate your business through increased social media presence, impactful online content, and translating industry experience into physical success. This is your design business tightly fastened. Now welcome the hosts of Wingnut Social, Darla Powell and Natalie Graff.
Hey there, welcome to the Monday Marketing Mini-Soda. I'm your host, the Grand High Poobah of all things Wingnut, Darla, Gin and Tonic Powell, and I'm joined by Natalie Design Star Graff.
Design Star? Where the heck did you come up with that?
We've been working on the design side all day today, and you've been doing nothing but design work today. Well, not design work, but design business work.
Well, I started that at noon, but prior to that, it was all Wingnut.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
How's that going?
It's going. I come off shift, I come home, I work, it's yada, yada, yada. That's,
All right, cool.
Usual.
Natalie, I think you know. Well, first of all, I want to say that this episode is brought to you by Gin and Tonic, which might be my new drink of choice since I'm, quote, dieting, unquote, but there's a reason why. What did I tell you last night?
Oh.
About the juniper berries.
Oh, yeah, the aging thing. They help you not
to fight
age.
Wrinkles?
Yes, and wrinkles and all of that. And I'm like, oh, good Lord, darling, now what are you going to read? So
it's so
I'm
funny.
Just saying.
Every time I want to drink something new, I search benefits of. Like I searched benefits of whiskey, benefits of gin. So anyway, juniper berries are supposed to be loaded with antioxidants and anti-aging. So it's really a health drink.
Oh, so I'm going to have to keep you supplied in gin now.
I think so.
I can't drink gin. Gin makes me really mean, like a snake.
Yeah, it's the gin.
It's not very nice. It could, I'm just saying.
Listen, I've known you for 9 years, and I'm telling you right now, it ain't the gin.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh, well, then I can go back to gin because I might need those juniper berries. I'm getting old.
Natalie, you are.
I know.
You're going to be 42 next month.
Yes.
It's time to trade you in, lady.
Good luck with that.
Hey, okay, listen, enough of this ridiculousness. TikTok, Natalie, I'm obsessed.
Oh, let's talk about TikTok, shall we? Let's talk about my guys at work and how much fun they made of me because you requested a TikTok video.
Yeah, you did a TikTok at work, the firefighter video in the Bay. That actually is my highest performing TikTok so far. But in all full transparency, I am still learning the vagaries and the technical aspects of TikTok. There's quite the learning curve.
There is, and that's why we ask our 15-year-old daughter.
She's my TikTok director.
She's actually coming over this evening for dinner. And we're going to play TikTok.
Actually, after we record this, we're going to work on a TikTok here, you and me.
She's coming to help.
I don't know. Oh, is she?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. But we did a mini-sode on TikTok last year, and we were like, guys, keep this on the horizon. I really see it getting big. I really think that this is something you're going to want to at least stake a claim, put your designer's name or your username flag there and start growing an audience.
But maybe we should tell them a little bit about what's happening with TikTok before what it actually means to the designer.
Yeah, we are. But what I want to say is that before we get in here, TikTok is the fastest growing social media platform of all freaking time. And Natalie already told me ahead of the show that she's going to give me some pushback, but don't you worry. I got answers.
What you got, Darla? What's happening with TikTok?
All right, so TikTok has expanded beyond the little teens, the little kids doing the dances that nobody wants to see. And it's starting to get to where we wanted it to be when we did our episode last year, which is more into the brands and more into the videos that are more DIY, tutorials, talking heads videos. It doesn't all have to be silly and doesn't all have to be dancing. And that's starting to translate in some of the bigger brands. There are finance people on there giving tax advice. Creative way, yes, but it doesn't have to be silly dancing.
No, because I think during this whole pandemic and everything that's happened in the world that we're living in today, TikTok has also seen an increase by the doctors who are actually sharing medical advice.
Yeah.
It's just a unique way for families really to come together. I know I have personal friends that set up TikTok and they did a dance and it was hilarious. I mean, my daughter is actually holding on to gold right now because she has a TikTok video of her and my mother. And if you know anything about my Amish family, it is hilarious, but she has been warded off, do not post this. So it just kind of is a collective way to bring everybody together during the pandemic, but yet it is increasing that growth everybody's on it.
It's growing tremendously fast. Like, you know how you have the resistance on Instagram and Facebook about growing organically? Your stuff here, if you use the right hashtag combination and you have good content on your video, can go absolutely freaking viral. There's a lady that I follow. Her name is Mrs.Space.Cadet, Mrs. Space Cadet on TikTok. When I first started following her, I think I want to say she had 2,000 or 3,000 followers. So I kind of got in once she had established herself. Now she has almost 300,000 followers, and she's a future guest on the podcast, by the way. But let me tell you what I said in the beginning about TikTok not just being silly dancing and songs and dance now all the time. That's not just me being anecdotal. TikTok is really starting to push for that. They're starting to open up options that make the video more friendly to do DIY tutorials. Those are huge on YouTube, even on Instagram. But to get in there and you could edit your video there, do some captions, doing step-by-step videos. Again, to bring this to the interior design space, it could be you walking through a space. Here's the problem in this room. Next frame, here's how I solved the problem. You can either speak it, you can have the text overlay on the graphic, you can do both. And the learning curve in TikTok, it's not shallow. It's not a flat surface. There's a little bit of steepness to it. Like I said, I am still in there trying to kind of get my mind around it and work it right, but it's better than it was in the very beginning.
And, it's important because it actually provides more variety to get into that advertising revenue. The growth and the revenue and everything that you can do, like the Miss Space Cadet, she's actually training for a marathon if you follow her.
Mrs. Space Cadet. She's married.
Mrs. Space Cadet. She sells her shoes.
She sells her shoes?
That's what you said today. You told me she sells her shoes.
No.
Shoes that she wears.
No, people buy her the shoes. They Venmo her because they're such fans. So they're sponsoring her for her. She's training for a marathon. So she has the shoes.
See, a little clarity there, Darla, would have helped. So
she has
clear that up.
She has partnerships with sponsors now and just from being visible. And let me tell you about something about Mrs. Space Cadet. By the way, if you aren't following her, go follow her. I'm obsessed. She's totally herself, totally cool, very cute, very authentic and herself. And she's just created from nothing a big brand on TikTok. And if she had tried to do this from the beginning on Instagram, she'd still be sitting there with 100 followers now.
But you know what? This is where you're going to get the pushback. Hey, Wingnuts. Do you love doing your own social media, but you just don't have a sound strategy in place? Are you just throwing images at the wall, hoping that they stick to your ideal client? Well then, Darla and I are super excited to tell you about our Wingnut Social Strategy Package. One of our expert social media specialists will help you discover your goals, analyze your current performance, build your customized social marketing plan, and coach you on the implementation. It's a tremendous value, and you can find out more by going to wingnutsocial/services or by giving us a call at 1-877-WINGNUT. Again, that's wingnutsocial.com/services or 1-877-WINGNUT. Now, back to the show and the crazy. 43% of TikTok's audiences right now are 16 to 24 years old.
Yeah. What do you think it was last year?
I don't know, but you're old. You're 52. And why the hell do you spend an hour a day on TikTok?
Listen, right now, maybe 43% of TikTok's audience is 16 and 24-year-olds, but daily that is decreasing. And the older generation, the moms, the people with the expendable income are getting in there. Professionals are getting in there. Like I've said, doctors, lawyers, and CPAs. And I tell you, the interior design hashtags, if you follow some of those accounts on there, there's interior design influencers and stuff on there. And one of the biggest ones I've seen with the biggest followings are similar to how someone like Emily Henderson got that huge following on Instagram is they have their own house. They're remodeling it. Here's our TikToks. Here's how we go. So that's not silly dancing. That's not funny little stuff, which is entertaining. It's fun to watch, but you can actually sit there and watch a whole series of their TikToks step by step and how they design their house. And we have some accounts on there starting an interior design space with massive followers.
One thing good about that and going out and filming that, if you do have a home and you're able to do that as a designer, if you have someone taking pictures behind the scenes of what you're filming for TikTok, that actually is pretty cool too, because followers really kind of like to see what happens behind the scenes.
Why is TikTok making this push now? So like we said, TikTok has had dramatic growth in the past 2 years just by showcasing the normal stuff that you think of TikTok for, silly dancing with some high engagement. But now, because of the pandemic, you said
it's at the all-time high that they're actually on the app watching. Trust me, I know this because my daughter's on it.
I'm on it all constantly.
Darla's on it.
I'm
my
obsessed.
Friends are on it. It's nonstop.
So the TikTok users now that are creating content on there are anything for sports, gaming, cooking, beauty, fashion, and like Natalie said, even medical advice. So I'm telling you, remember when in that first episode, if you missed it, go back and listen to it. We said we see this branching out. We see this becoming huge. We are on that precipice, people.
And TikTok really seems to be looking now for older users in the long run.
It is. And I tell when I go on there, they have a thing. It's kind of like the Instagram For You page, but it's so much better, where it's called the For You page. And the algorithm on TikTok finds out the videos that you have liked, and that it really does such a good job at tailoring things that you might like to see. And what's really, really, really super strong right now on TikTok is discoverability. Your ability to be found by using the right hashtags, and way, way better than any platform right now or maybe ever that I've seen. This is seriously for Mrs. Space Cadet to have 300,000 followers in just this very short time. She could not have done that on Instagram.
So you ask, why the heck are you two wingnuts doing this episode? And what is in it for me? What does it have for the designer? And so, as marketers actually begin to eye TikTok, this could mean that designers could actually benefit from building their audiences on this platform sooner rather than later, because TikTok is less saturated than all the other platforms, which could help a designer stand out and be easy. It being on TikTok could be easy for that designer, and you get in ahead of the curve and ahead of all of that, and you start doing your TikToks. And that is one main benefit for the interior design world. Right.
So imagine if this was 7 years ago, right? Or however long Instagram's been, and if you could turn back time. If I could turn back time.
Yeah,
and go back to, Instagram in the very beginning and using some of those practices that got viral there. And you know how it is, beating your head up against the wall. Here it is. Here's your moment. Here's the time to plant that tree again, but on a different platform. And I foresee TikTok surpassing Instagram.
Absolutely. And you know what? Don't fear. I know right now, I did say it was for the younger audiences, and they are pushing for that older audience because, Darla's on it and she's old. So, and
Hush your mouth.
And actually, people actually spend as much time on TikTok now as they do on YouTube. And so think about it. TikTok actually could start to lean that way, to monetize opportunities like that in the future.
It already is. There's already
I know, but I'm just saying,
for that.
But there might be leaning a little more heavily, Darla.
Well, if you want to build an influencer status as a brand with lots of followers and lots of numbers, and you're finding Instagram to be very frustrating, I'm not saying quit Instagram or move from Instagram, but here you go.
Grab your teenager, and here you go.
Grab your teenager or your millennial. And it's not Gen Z on this all the time. It's really a load of millennials. And seriously, women in their 40s, women in their 50s. Mrs. Space Cadet's in her probably late 30s. Oh. No, I hope she is. She's looking amazing, though. So in a nutshell, the learning curve there may be a little steep, but I think it's definitely worth learning. The work to go into it is going to be way more than Facebook or Instagram. I'm telling you now, you have to get creative. You have to be okay with doing video. It is going to be more work, but I think that the payoff for the work ratio right now is 100-1. On any other platform. Even if you're only posting 2 times a week there just to get the feel of it, I highly recommend it.
Absolutely. I really, really suggest being on TikTok. And like Darla said, my 15-year-old watches it all the way to our friends in the middle range there, all the way, 10 years younger than I am. I'm 42.
Our new creative
Darla's
director.
52. Our creative director's on it. We just had our lead designer, Johanna Marat, tell us a little story about her brother's girlfriend's friend who posted a video, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, long story short, that got 1 million views. So it is doable, and it's doable by people that we know.
That would not have happened on Instagram.
Absolutely not.
The picking is, what is it? The picking is ripe. Is that how you say it?
I'm not sure that's right, Darla, but we'll go with that.
All right. That's it for today, guys. Be sure to follow us on social at Wingnut Social. Oh, and on TikTok at Wingnut Social. Yes. And at Darla Powell. I'm really more in the Darla Powell one. We really haven't gotten the Wingnut one down quite yet, but the Darla Powell one, I'm kind of starting to get the ins and outs of it. And if you need help with your social media marketing or your TikTok marketing, give us a call.
It's a good thing we have people on the team that understand TikTok better than Darla.
It's a learning curve. I told you, it's a little bit. Yeah. 1-877-WINGNUT, and we will be happy to help you out. And that's it for today, Nat. Got anything else?
Nope. So long.
See ya.
Thanks for joining us today. Be sure to tune in next week for more business and marketing info and insightful interviews with industry experts and design superstars. Can't wait? Then head on over to wingnutsocial.com for more great content to help you get your business to the next level.
Hey there, and welcome to the Monday Marketing Mini Potty. I'm your gross.
Raise your mic.
Right, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you, though.
Well, it looks low.
No, it's fine. It's
Okay.
perfect. Thank
All
you,
right.
though. Thank you there, technical graph. All right.
It's pretty wide range what it can offer, and
She's total herself. She's totally cool.
totaler herself.
She's
Jen.
totally. That's the gin talking. Good boy, Mango.